Hello, peachies. Welcome back to Dear Peachy. A great makeup look can take anywhere from 10 minutes to 2 hours to perfect. But no matter how long you spend, it's always frustrating when all that hard work starts to smudge, fade, or melt before the night even begins. It's not like you haven't done your homework. You've tried every tip you've seen online to make your base last longer. The sandwich method, the glue method, layers upon layers of setting spray, and still, nothing seems to work. But here's the thing, it's not just about the technique, it's about using the right method for your skin type. Different skin types need different products and setting strategies, and that could be the game changer you've been missing. Makeup isn't one size fits all, it's all about customization. That's why today, we are breaking it all down for you. We'll walk you through the exact setting techniques that work best for each skin type and situation. Whether you're dealing with sweat, oil, or dryness, there's a method that can help your makeup stay flawless for hours. You might not need to buy anything new too. You just need to learn how to use what you already have the right way. Wondering how to make your base last through the summer heat? Get ready, because we've got all the tips you need. Let's begin with the skin type most common during summer, combination, and oily skin. The sandwich setting method might not be something new to some of you guys if you have watched our base tutorial previously. The sandwich method is generally ideal for those with combination or oily skin, and it's more than enough to keep your base intact for daily wear, whether you're heading to work or going out. Here's how it goes after applying your foundation. Spritz on a layer of setting spray. Then apply loose powder and finish with another round of setting spray to seal everything in. To begin, if you have oily skin, prep your skin with a mattifying primer to help control excess sebum throughout the day. For combination skin, it's best to start with a hydrating primer. Without that added moisture, the upcoming oil-controlling steps, like setting spray and powder, can throw your skin off balance, leading to dry, flaky patches in some areas and excess shine in others. Then apply your base as usual: foundation, concealer, cream blush, contour, highlighter, whatever steps you normally take. Then comes the first layer of the sandwich, the setting spray. There are generally 3 types of setting sprays on the market. First, for oily skin, there's the mattifying spray, which contains both powder particles and film-forming agents to absorb excess sebum and help makeup stay in place. The second type is a fixing spray, designed to enhance longevity and durability. It typically contains little to no powder but has a higher concentration of film-forming agents to lock in your base. The third type is hydrating spray, which is best suited for dry skin as it helps maintain moisture without mattifying. For oily skin, the mattifying spray is your go-to. It offers the best of both worlds by reducing shine and increasing wear time. If you have combination skin, you can opt for either the mattifying spray or the fixing spray, depending on which areas of your face tend to be more oily or dry. Be sure to shake it well before using, since all the oil-absorbing powder settles at the bottom. If you skip this step, you'll end up spraying visible white dots on your face with no actual oil control benefit. Spray evenly, about 4 pumps per side of your face is a good rule of thumb. Then use a mini fan to help it dry and set faster, locking the base in place for longer. Now we're on to the second layer, setting with powder. For best results, especially if you have oily skin, use a puff to press the powder firmly into the skin. This pressing technique locks in the base and enhances longevity. On the other hand, lightly dusting with a brush is a method more suited for dry skin. If you use a brush on oily skin, you risk sweeping away the setting spray underneath and undoing all your hard work. You'll know the powder has set properly when your skin feels completely dry and non-sticky to the touch. For the final layer, go back in with the same oil control setting spray. Make sure to shake it well, spray it evenly across your face, and let it fully dry. With this method, your base can easily last 7 to 8 hours without breaking down. If you start getting a bit shiny throughout the day, no worries. Just blot the oily areas gently with a tissue to remove excess grease. Don't rub, just press. Then, touch up using a compact powder. To do it right, press your puff into the powder and give it a slight twist to pick up the product evenly. Lightly press on the back of your hand to distribute the powder evenly on the puff, then gently pat onto the areas that need refreshing. This way, your skin will look matte and smooth again, without getting cakey. Now you might be thinking, I've already followed all these steps, but why does my base still not stay put? If that's the case, your skin might be producing more sebum than average, or you're often outdoors and tend to sweat a lot. Don't worry, there's a more intense version of the sandwich method or level 2 that involves just 2 simple tweaks. First, instead of applying foundation directly, mix it with a pump of fixing spray. These sprays are packed with film-forming agents that help lock your base in place and significantly boost its wear time. Just keep in mind, this trick won't magically turn a sheer skin tint into a full coverage, long-wear foundation. But if you're already using something like SD Lot or Double Wear, this method will take it to the Pro Max level of durability. You'll even notice the texture of your foundation feels more resilient and long-lasting. The second adjustment comes at the very end of your routine. Once the final layer of mattifying setting spray has dried, take an oil control pressed powder and gently press it onto your T-zone and areas with larger pores. These are usually the spots where oil breaks through first. This added step creates a second layer of protection, acting like a seal to reinforce your base and keep everything locked firmly in place. For those with extremely oily skin, you can generally follow the level 3 sandwich method. Building on the level 2 routine, we're going to tweak the powder setting step slightly by switching to the baking technique. Originally used by performers and dancers for ultra-long wear, baking involves applying a generous layer of loose powder directly to the areas that get oily the fastest. Let the powder sit for about a minute. This allows it to absorb any remaining oil from both your skin and foundation. Once the powder starts to turn slightly translucent, gently sweep off the excess with a brush. Altogether, this routine gives you 4 layers of oil control. While that might be too intense for other skin types, it's the perfect solution for keeping very oily skin shine-free and flawless all day. Now, when it comes to dry skin, it's important to remember that long-lasting makeup isn't about oil control. It's about keeping your skin hydrated without sacrificing durability. Your base tends to break down on dry skin because of a lack of moisture, not excess oil. To start, prep your skin thoroughly with a hydrating lotion or cream, and make sure your skin feels fully nourished before applying foundation. While oily skin works best with foundation mixed with a fixing spray, dry skin benefits more from adding a single drop of facial oil to the foundation. 1 drop is all you need. It prevents the foundation from clinging to dry patches without making your base too slippery or causing it to lose coverage. As a bonus, it gives your skin a healthy, natural glow. When it comes to setting makeup on dry skin, there are 2 recommended methods. The first is the Dewy Finish method. If you want to maintain that healthy, radiant glow, skip the all-over powder. Instead, set your makeup with a fixing spray, the one that doesn't contain oil-controlling or mattifying particles. These types of sprays form a lightweight film that locks in your makeup, making it transfer-proof without drying out your skin. The result is a luminous, polished finish that still holds up well throughout the day. So, after your fixing spray has dried, only apply pressed powder to targeted areas where creasing is common, like smile lines, under the eyes or around the corners of the mouth. Choose an ultra-fine pressed powder. It has no oil-controlling power, but it helps to smoothen and mattify without emphasizing dryness. This technique helps you achieve a fresh, natural finish that looks smooth and airy. If you have dry skin but still prefer a fully matte finish, that's totally fine. You can use a compact or loose powder to set your entire face. However, keep in mind that some dry skin types may start to feel tight or uncomfortable after a few hours. If that happens, simply finish off with a hydrating setting spray. Unlike fixing sprays, these setting spray don't contain powder particles or film-forming agents, just pure hydration. Once it dries, your skin will feel refreshed and comfortable again, while your makeup maintains its soft matte look. Alright, that's all from us. Remember to always choose the right techniques based on your skin type, the climate you're in, and the occasion. But most importantly, understand why each step works before jumping into new products. Once you've got the fundamentals down, everything else becomes so much easier. So, which technique do you think suits you best? Or do you have your own holy grail tips for making your base last? We'd love to hear them. Drop them in the comments below. And if you're still struggling with your base, check out our previous video right here. We break down all the common problems and exactly how to fix them, step by step. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.